Guys, this was a huge new comic book day. I had that video of the first new comic book day of the year and I said that was the biggest of 2021, which it was. I think this one was bigger. So stay tuned for all of that. First, I gotta shout out NOLA Comics for this shirt, representing him today. We met up at the shop this morning, so shout out NOLA Comics. Follow him, subscribe to him on YouTube and Instagram if you haven't already. But guys, this new comic book day was massive. So after the intro, we're just gonna get into this. Alright guys, there's so much that came out this week. So many new indie books, lots of number ones. And I'm super excited about that. We got a little bit of Marvel in here, a little bit of DC also. But I'm just going to start grabbing them. I don't know what order they're in. I just pulled them out of the bag. So let's get into it. And it's one of those weeks, guys. So let's see. First up, there were some Image Firsts that came out this week. So I picked up the Old Guard so I could read and just see how that comic was. So I'm looking forward to being able to actually read that one. I figured, I'm not going to pay $30, $40 for issue 1 to be able to read it when I could just kind of get it this way, right? Then we got Gwenum versus Carnage number 2. We got cover A and we got cover B here. I have the 1 in 10 somewhere. It'll be down there further. But this one surprised me. Look at this cover. This is freaking phenomenal. Let's see, who did this cover? We have Carmen Carnero and Matthew Wilson. Flaviano did the design variant, which is just so good. So we'll get to that. Black Knight number 1. The art inside of this one by Jesus Says is just like some of the best interior artwork I've ever seen. This reminds me of, I want to say it's Ji Hung Yoon. I could be wrong, but he does a lot of cover art. And so I thought that's awesome. We get some like cover art quality on the interiors. Why not, right? And it's Black Knight. Black Knight's coming to the MCU. Also in that story, we got Arrow and Swordmaster. I love them in Agents of Atlas or New Agents of Atlas, so I want to read what's going on here. Inkblot. We got Inkblot number 6 today. So, this has just been such a fun read. It'll probably be, if I've read a couple heavy reads, I'll throw this one in there to read that. Super light, usually super fun. We got a new one from IDW, Chained to the Grave, number 1. We got a cover by Kate Sharon, story by Andy Eschenbach and Brian Level. And yeah, this looked really cool. I didn't go for an incentive on this one because I want to see what's going on here. Maybe if I really like it, I'll buy one later. But honestly, I'm in this for the story. And we'll see what happens. So that's our first indie number 1. Firepower number 8. Kirkman and who was doing the art on this one? I forget. Samney have been killing this story. So if you're not reading Firepower, pick up the Prelude trade paperback and then the Volume 1 trade paperback and dive into this. It's been excellent. Our second number 1 for the indies this week, Deep Beyond. This is just the covers on this. I have pre-ordered the set of covers because I didn't want to pay full price for all of them, so I'm getting 7 covers for I think $20. Mirka Andolfo, David Goy, Andrea Brocardo, and Barbara Nocenzo. This This cover art's by Andrea Brocardo. The cover B's by Mirka Andolfo. Peach did a series of covers. We have a trade cover, a virgin cover, and a sketch cover. The really cool one that's got like a kraken coming out of the water is by Stepan Sejic, which is the one I'm most looking forward to. But I just got the cover A to read for right now so that I can read it while I'm waiting on the other covers to come in. And we've got Strange Academy number 8. We got the Mardi Gras cover here. I got all the covers for this one, but the Mardi Gras one's pretty cool because we would be having Mardi Gras in New Orleans soon, but we won't be doing that this year. It's going to be a little bit different, but this would be fun. And then we've got the High Republic number 2 right here. We're going to find out more about these villains, the Nihil. We might get some other first appearances. Again, they've got this great timeline at the beginning, which is phenomenal. It looks like, I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to that. I was a little crazy on Star Wars today. We got Star Wars High Republic Adventures here. I'm looking forward to this. This apparently is not the same person from the other story that we got on the cover here. So we're going to have some new Star Wars characters in this as well. Guys, if you're not on Star Wars, it's hot right now, but we got a whole new era. So that's why I've gone in on the High Republic Adventures. Come on. High Republic Adventures and High Republic, because we've got this whole new era of Star Wars that we can be going anywhere with this stuff. And so I'm in on it because I want to see a whole new non-Skywalker centric era. Even though we've got stories from those other eras that aren't Skywalker centric, but this is so far removed from that. I think it's great that we've got this opportunity. So I'm looking forward to reading these. Maniac of New York, number 1, the 1 in 15 copy. It says it's the Luna incentive. So this is a really cool, creepy cover. And my shop ordered enough to get not just 1, but 2 of these copies. So that's really cool. So someone else was able to get the other copy off the shelf, which is awesome. Luna number 1, again another. So Maniac of New York, there's another number 1. I'll have the cover A soon. Luna number 1, another number 1. This one's from Boom Studios. I have the one per store, which is like a sketch version of the cover A, but we get the blood showing up, which is pretty cool. And then we've got Luna number 1, the 1 in 25, Jenny Frizen cover. This is my cover probably of the week. Frizen, just like, it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I say that, but I'm throwing my comics around, but they are good. I say that's my cover of the week. And the reason I'm covering up the prices is because I didn't pay these prices. This cover probably is right there, up there. High Republic number 2, the Ashley Witter variant. We've got Keeve on the cover. We've got these creepy twins that we don't know much about yet. With her on there. The art on this is just phenomenal. I had the opportunity to get it. I was gonna not get it because I originally didn't plan on getting it. But since I had the opportunity and it was probably about half eBay prices, I decided to do it. I wasn't gonna pay eBay prices $80, like no way. So I'm super excited to pick that one up. I'm really, like I said, the High Republic I'm in. We got the 1 in 10 for High Republic Adventures, #1. Just great Yoda cover. It's phenomenal. The covers this week, guys. We got such good stories, but the covers just blow me out of the water. We got Image First, Die, #1. I love Die. I figured, I'm collecting a lot of Die stuff. I should pick up the Image First with that. Bitterroot, #1 under the Image First. So again, these are dollar books. I get to read the first issue of Bitterroot and decide if I want to try to pick up more of it. I told you guys I got that Flaviano design variant. Here we go. Look at that, guys. How can you say no to this cover? This really competes. Like, I gotta tell you guys, I told you Luna, the Prison cover was my top, and then that Star Wars one was up there, but this one's up there too. Those are like, see, I say those are the top 3, but then I'm going to show you another one that I'm really excited about. So I think this week was artists trying to outdo each other on awesome covers, and that's phenomenal, guys. Prison, killing it again. Wonder Woman, Yara Flor, issue 2. It's just, she knows how to draw. She knows how to make a beautiful woman on a cover. Honestly, it'd be very interesting to see her do interior art. I would love to see that. I'd love to see her draw a story. I also picked up the second print of #1. For me, I kind of enjoyed the story. I'm not 100% on the story yet, but I figured it can't hurt to pick up the cover, the second print cover, because if she does become hot, then that's something, I guess, for speculation side. We've got the Encoded #1. It's just like, I'm going to read you guys what this has as a description, because I didn't know about this one. Shout out to the Pressable Defects for bringing it up. But then I saw it on the shelf and I said, yeah, I want to read this after I read this description. In the year 2055, the world runs on almost magical AI tech with one catch. To ensure it never becomes too powerful, cities must often initiate analog protocol, switching off all network devices and living a life like their pre-internet ancestors, making it a very good time to settle scores. One part Minority Report meets The Purge, and another part a reverse twist on the classic man versus machine story. The Encoded asks, what if our future fears of a tyrannical AI turn out to be unfounded, but nevertheless, humanity's own irrational response forces it to fight back? Fans of The Matrix, Black Mirror, and Westworld will love The Encoded, sprinkled with just enough 1980s homage for the most diehard fans of G.I. Joe and Transformers. How can you not want to pick up a book that says that? Like, this is from Devil's Due Comics, written by Josh Blaylock, who's done Mercy Sparks, G.I. Joe, and former X-Men editor Mark Powers, who's also done Dresden Files and G.I. Joe. Guys, the indies are so hot this week. Of course, I had to pick up that second print cover for Amazing Spider-Man. It's just so beautiful, guys. This is going into that Gleason collection I've got going. Gonna put up a display somewhere. You can't go wrong with these covers. They're beautiful. We got Venom 33, Stegman, and the regular cover here. I believe that's Coelho. I could be wrong. I'm hoping that we see some more of what's the action. I'm hoping we see Brock come out of being dead. He's got to find a way out. He's got to fight the Hive. Like I said, Strange Academy. I also got the cover A and the Art Adams. We got Gus on the cover. Gooselog, so cute. The Strange Academy book has just been my favorite Marvel read. The characters are well written. Issue 7, I still haven't done a review on, but that one was it very much plays with your emotions, and I didn't think I'd, feel so connected to these characters, and yet there they were in a situation where we could have lost them, and it was very well written, very well written. Fear Case #1, beautiful black cover. We got this on the back here. This is already sold out of issue 1 and is going to a second printing. So there's some speculation on this story. There's it's written by Matt Kint, who is a great writer. And then we have Tyler and Hillary Jenkins, who have done the art. The art is not my favorite on the interiors, but the premise for the story has me very excited about that one. Then we've got Spectre Inspectors #1, cover A and cover B here. This is the pocketbook variant, is what they're calling that. I'm going to set this over here. Luna #1. Here's the cover B by Frizen, and here's the cover A. This says suggested for mature readers. This cover is honestly the biggest part that got me wanting to read this story. So I flipped through the interiors. The interior art looks good, so we'll see. I do like that these covers from Boom, the material is very nice. We've got Sea of Sorrow #3. This has been an excellent read. I'm looking forward to continuing this. I couldn't do the variant. The variant looked, it didn't look like the style of this book, so I said pass. It didn't work for me. Here's the cover A for Maniac of New York. This is just, it just looks very good. We have this like unkillable serial killer that they've essentially just decided, well, if we can't kill him, we'll just let him keep killing people. And that's a part of life. You could potentially get whacked one day. Last Witch #1, second print. And then we have some variants for Spectre Inspectors. We have the Mirka Andolfo 1 in 25. This is beautiful. So beautiful. Mirka Andolfo is starting to become one of those artists that I'm keeping an eye on. I like what she's doing. We have the 1 per store variant, which is a sketch of that, which is really good. Honestly, I'm almost thinking I like this white cover, which is somehow not having color rub. I think I like this a little bit better. So that is my giant sized mail call. Not mail call. My giant sized haul for New Comic Book Day. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new indie series. 7 new indie series, guys. I have my work cut out for me. I need to review all of these because I'm telling you guys, there's going to be some real winners in here. I think Maniac of New York has that potential. I think Luna has that potential. I think Deep Beyond has that potential, and Fear Case especially. And the Encoded kind of jumped on, I kind of just jumped on that one. So after reading that description, it might be up there too. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. What did you get for New Comic Book Day? Did I overdo it this New Comic Book Day? Because I probably did. And you know what? I'm going to love it all though. Guys, collect what you love. I'll see you next time.